When you're a plus size person, you're probably surrounded by people who, for whatever attentions they might have, trying to give you advice on how to lose weight, or telling you that you would be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful if you only had 10 pounds less or something like that. And that happens quite often. And as good meaning and well meaning they are, sometimes the problem is that helps us create this image in our head, this picture that there is something absolutely wrong with us, that there's somebody gorgeous and beautiful living inside of us, but we are not letting that person come out. And that creates an imaginary story in our head that we are not good enough, that there's nobody who will love us, or there's nobody who will find us attractive. And we go into dating with this very negative and very standoffish point of view towards ourselves. And when we are putting ourselves down, that also opens us to be put down by others.
So today I wanted to spend some time talking to you about dating as a plus size woman. Obviously I'm not a plus size woman, but I've been asked by loads of women out there to cover this topic, as I think dating is a minefield at the best of times. And I think being plus size can introduce some other challenges that I really want to address with you today. Also, if you are a plus size woman who's watching this video, I'd absolutely love it if you could share in your comments about your dating experiences. And through this video, you'll also see me talking to plus size women out there about their dating experiences and dating challenges.
Hi, my name is Tina, and I'm a member of Hayley Quinn team. Not a dating coach myself, but I do believe I've been in this company long enough to know a thing or two. Plus, I am a plus size woman, so I do believe that I might be able to offer some insight today.
So if you are dating as a plus size woman right now, my goal for you is that you should only have normal dating problems. If at the moment you feel like you're not attracting the right people, or people aren't perceiving you in the right way, or aren't seeing you as an individual, hopefully this video can help you to begin to address some of that. The first thing I want to look at is mindset. All of us out there, regardless of our gender or our sexual orientation or our body type, we all can receive negative messages about our self-worth within the area of dating. And I think particularly for women, whether it's our body shape, our weight, our age, there are so many things out there which can create a negative storyline in our minds about how and why people are interacting with us in the way that they do. So perhaps a guy hasn't texted you back. Now, it can be easy to let that voice of your inner critic creep up and go, it's because you're plus size, it's because you're 40, it's because he's met someone who's younger and slimmer than you are. What I really want to focus on is, again, not allowing these negative messages that we've heard about our own self-worth and our own image from the outside world to affect how you're perceiving your dating experiences. So this is really about you getting in charge of your inner narrative and not letting your inner critic create this storyline for why things are happening to you which may not be true. So if you find yourself every time a dating experience doesn't work out, rationalizing that in terms of it's because of my size, we really want to change that. A really good exercise you can do to help with this is called the circles exercise. To do this really easy, you just need to draw 3 circles on a piece of paper. In circle 1, I want you to write what actually happened. So this could be, he didn't text me back. In the second circle, I want your inner critic to go absolutely cray-cray here and just get all of those stories as to why he didn't text back, which are negative, out. He didn't text me back because he met someone more attractive than I did, or because of my body type, or because he saw a new picture of me and wasn't attracted to me anymore. Put your inner critic into that circle. In the third circle, I want you to write down what your inner cheerleader would say here, which is, I don't care what his reasons are, but I'm looking for a guy who's consistent. So if he's not able to message me back, then whatever. Or, you know what, I could actually probably just give this more time. It's only been 48 hours. Or, you know what, if he doesn't message me back, chances are that's got something to do with him and his life, and it's absolutely nothing to do with me. The reason I want you to do this is I want you to realize that none of those more interpretations are more true or more real than another. But it's really important for your self-esteem and your motivation levels in dating to choose a dating storyline that really works for you and that helps you to feel empowered and really good about yourself.
What some of the ladies have generously offered as a contribution to this interview was that they found out that in the past, when they would go on online dating apps and on dates, they will often think that the reason why they didn't get the second date would be because of how they look. But through some feedback and sometimes through their friends, they will learn that actually they were there coming off very cold, very standoffish, even mean sometimes. And we're realizing that sometimes you're trying to protect yourself so hard that you're actually being mean to other person. It's almost like you're testing them to see how they're going to react, if they're going to reject you for your personality. But then later, you're not thinking that rejection happened due to your personality, that it happened due to your looks. And they also realize that once their mindset changed, the outcomes from dates changed as well.
Secondly, I want you to take that high self-esteem mindset into your online dating. I want you to be really comfortable to start using some full-length body pictures. And I know sometimes that if you feel a bit self-conscious around your body shape, you may want to kind of hide that away and not put those pictures up there. But what you've got to realize and embrace is that someone is going to really be attracted to you and be really into you because they see you and you happen to be their type. I don't want you to feel like that you can't put that full-length photo in there. You may find actually that ultimately it's your full-length photo that ends up getting the most likes.
This is another place I think where I in the past have done things that I wasn't aware were wrong, and where, well, thanks to you, Hayley, I kind of came to a position where I was feeling much more comfortable with showing the real me on the dating apps. I've met loads of women, and I've done it myself in the past, where you would only put pictures of your face. You know, you can glam up your makeup, you do your hair lovely, you put gorgeous jewelry, and nobody can see the rest of your body. And you know, it's all about angles. So you are fooling yourself and fooling the person looking at your online dating profile of how you really look. And in the end, that is actually just draining your confidence and your inner self.
Also, you don't need to acknowledge your dress size or a comment about your body shape within your online dating profile. Please steer away from like self-deprecating comments, like even if they're done in a teasing tone, like fatter in real life. Ultimately, this is about getting people to appreciate and connect with you as an individual, regardless of it being about your body shape.
Because if you are coming to dating from a perspective of, I'm already going to be rejected, nobody's going to like me, when they see me in the real life, they're going to say that I was a catfish, or that I showed wrong person, or whatever. You're not going to have any success. Because you're not going to want to have any success. So I would say, number one, get amazing photos of your full figure, and get a friend who you know loves you, and a friend who is very much aware of how you look, not somebody who's telling you that you're going to look better 20 pounds later. Get somebody to make photos of you, you know, to show your personality, that you are somebody who's fun. If you're athletic, don't be afraid of that. Put those, you know, leggings and that crop top and climb or do yoga, whatever you like. Do stuff that really show who you are. And if you really, really do want to make a note about your body size, go for it, but do it in a nice way. Say, oh, curvilicious, or I love my curves, you should as well, or, you know, fat goddess, or something like that, whatever makes you, but something that is positive, because the other person will then realize that you are a wonderful person and they really will want to meet you.
Regardless of your size or age, if you really want to develop a high confidence mindset for dating, I would love to help you with that. If you head over to hayleyquinn.com/real love, there is a free mini course online you can enroll in there. Thirdly, I want you to remember that you're not just going to be one person's type, you're going to be a lot of people's type out there. There's going to be loads of options and opportunities for you. So look out for people who foster that genuine connection with you. Just like anybody else, if someone interacts with you in a way which fetishizes your body shape, or shows that they are objectifying you or not fully appreciating you as an individual, you don't need to accept that. This could be a straight up delete block, and instead remember to focus on people who prioritize taking the time to really get to know you.
Yeah, there's quite a few terms that exist, like being having a fat fetish, chubby chaser, big beautiful women. If these are the things that you're into it. Everybody's allowed to be into something. There are sites for that. Go there. Don't make somebody feel like an object just because they're out there trying to meet somebody. They're not out there to be objectified. No woman is, regardless of her size.
My fourth point is all also about the guys that you're looking to meet. Now, I did a podcast a while back with Catherine Ryan, and she brought up, I think, a killer point about dating as a plus size woman, or dating as a woman generally, which is sometimes perhaps we look out for that guy who's 6 foot plus or who's like taller or broader, because actually we want to feel small and we want to feel safe. And you might think that's just a preference, isn't it? But hang on a minute. Isn't that because we're, as women, we're told we have to be small and these small little delicate female creatures, and that anything other than that is somehow not right? So be really critical, I guess, or just question your own attraction preferences, because perhaps there's someone out there who doesn't necessarily fit that masculine body shape ideal, but who is able to make you feel really confident, really secure, and really amazing. So question as well who you're selecting and what the real reasons are behind that.
Sometimes for us to feel petite is such an important need that we need to be next to somebody who's like, you know, like a building next to you, being very tiny and very small. And if you are dating a guy who is maybe a couple of sizes smaller than you, regardless of his height, then you might feel like the entire society is going to be judging you. Everywhere you go, somebody's going to be staring at you. You know what the secret is? Nobody will, because people are so busy with their lives, they have no time to be worried about yours.
Finally, just like everybody else out there, you want to make sure you feel so good in yourself day to day that you don't need the external validation of a last minute date or someone to take you out on a Saturday night. Hanging out with yourself or hanging out with your friends and your loved ones should always be a trump card. It should always be so much more important to you than taking up that last minute date. So just like everybody else out there, don't accept crumbs of attention, don't accept last minute dates. Instead, really focus on not needing that external validation. Do all the self-care, do all the things that nurture your self-esteem that are not to do with dating, and prioritize those over a last minute date with someone that you're not sure about. Ultimately, remember, your goal here is that you and everybody else out there, we should all just have normal dating problems. We shouldn't have dating problems related to our size or our age. So shake off those negative expectations about what you can achieve. Remember, you're amazing as you are, and go out there with that high confidence mindset and keep creating decisions for yourself in your dating life that really support your self-esteem.
There are so many women that I have met working with Hayley who thought that there's something wrong with them. As a matter of fact, I think every single woman thinks that the reason why she's single is because there's something absolutely wrong with her. That could be her hair color, her age, her race, her whatever it is, her height, I don't know. There's so many reasons. The dating problem should really just be about, you know, if somebody's compatible with you, if somebody's the right person for you, if right now, you know, good enough, if somebody is making you okay at the moment. So just concentrate on that. And if you are thinking that the reason why you are not dating anyone is because of your size, I would say take a break. Don't change yourself, your body, because that's not going to help you. Change how you think about your body. Try to connect with it and try to listen to it. And, you know, I heard this once and I think it's such a good point, is we as women don't have one body in one single day. It changes from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. It changes, you know, depending on the time of the month. It changes when somebody's pregnant or not. It's always changing. So we should thank it. We should thank it for, you know, allowing us to come to a point where we are. So just embrace it and put your size on the side and just concentrate on the fact that you should be dating somebody who is a decent guy and good enough for you.
Oh,